Well, update on the alternator. The rover is completely dead. The engine will turn over as of this morning. It'll turn over, it'll drive, all that stuff, but I have absolutely no electronics, no gauges, nothing. Just got another update from shipping on the alternator, and it looks like it is still in Germany, so not good. In a predicament because both of us really need our vehicles, and this is my daily driver, so I'm kind of screwed right now. I'm not super stoked. So trying to get a little bit of charge on the battery, and then I'm going to start the truck up after I get some charge and see if I can get it to charge some more by driving around or not around the neighborhood, but I really don't think that's going to happen. So yeah, downside to having a 25-year-old British vehicle that they don't make parts for. So I shit you not, I took the Jeremy Clarkson approach to BMWs by hitting the alternator with a hammer, and then now I'm running with minimal effort. So it's actually charging the battery, no battery light, no bouncing around tach gauge or anything. All the lights are on, everything seems to be working fine. So what I did was I tapped the side of it with a hammer, and then I also tapped the face of it where the pulley is while it was running, and now it seems to be kind of okay. So I'm gonna go take it for another test drive and see if it starts dropping again in a few minutes. I'm kind of just letting it charge. But yeah, so that was pretty exciting. Super duper exciting. What I'm probably gonna do is drive around for a good bit around the neighborhood, and then I'm gonna park it. Turn it off, and see if it'll start again under its own power. So we'll see. Might have just found the cheat code to alternators for old discoveries. So. Alright, so sorry it's a little dark. It is like 6:30 right now, and it just gets dark this fast, so I'm gonna use the light this way. So I ran the truck for a little bit after tapping the face here. You should probably see where I beat it with the hammer while it was running. After tapping that face, it started working again. Let's see if I can show you. It's got movement, but can't really tell. There's some play in that. This pulley kind of moves in and out just a little bit. So what I'm gonna try and do, I did notice I put a wrench down at the bottom here, and this is kind of loose already. So I'm gonna try and snug that up. I'm gonna try and give it a little bit more tension on the belt, see if that'll help keep the pulley in place. I don't think it will. If anything, it might make it worse. So I might give it a little slack first and see if that works. And if that does not work, then I might tighten a little bit. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. I just really need this to work right now for a couple more weeks until I get the new one in. Alright, so now that I've pulled all the tension off of the pulley, you see still a little bit, but it's pretty loose. So this is what I was talking about, where it said it had play. Let's see if I can spread a light for you guys. I can actually push this in and pull this out. So I know for a fact it is not supposed to do that. So I don't know what causes that. I don't know if it just needs to be tightened here, or if it's something internally, like a bearing or a bushing. But my guess is that it's completely fucked. You can see the back side. Yeah, so I don't know what's causing that to do that, but something is definitely not good on it. Alright, so alternator's adjusted the belt. Sorry, that's really loud. Adjusted the belt. And the pulley and everything. And then I tried to fasten the nut on there, which didn't do anything. But just see if I could get a little bit more tension, if that would do me in for another like 2 weeks of, possibly working here and there. So as of right now, there is dash, no battery light. So hopefully, crossing fingers. I would like to run the truck a little bit just so I can get some charge on it, so that way tomorrow morning I can at least drive it to work and get it to jump off, and then figure it out from there. So yeah, still sucks. I really need that alternator to come in, but work with what we got, right? So I'm just gonna pick everything up, put it away, and hope for the best tomorrow. All right, so I ran the truck for about 20 minutes, just in idle. Did not drive it around. I was just charging the battery, and it seemed to charge it fine after tweaking the alternator a little bit. So tomorrow I'm gonna drive it to work, and I will update after that as to see if the tensioning of the belt helped at all. Most likely, I feel it's not going to. But right now, as you can see the bottle sitting on the bumper, I am going to top off oil really quick and just make sure that we're good. Oil level sitting at the minimum level in the dipstick, so I'm just gonna bring it back up to about halfway. So just kind of keeping up with that. So sometime this week, I'm gonna get under the truck and do the same thing with the transmission, because I do not have a, what is it called? A dipstick for the transmission. So I have to kind of do that just till it fills. But it does drip, so I do need to top that off. So I'm gonna top that off real quick, and then it's gonna be it for the night. So till next time. All right, so I'm gonna do a twofer here. Film while I put oil in there. I know, so amazing. Just such interesting stuff. So in this, I do use Shell Rotella T4 15W TAC 40. It is heavy duty diesel engine oil. This is actually what I used on my 4.6 liter Discovery back when I had my Series 2, the same Rotella stuff. And this stuff actually worked really well. Got rid of a lot of engine noise, and it kept it pretty clean, which I really liked. But it just so happens that the 200 TDI runs the exact same oil, which is the Rotella, or the 15W40. So I don't think that was enough, so I'm gonna have to pick up some more engine oil later this week, but that should give it just a little bit extra to give it some oomph. So I'm gonna check that dipstick. All right, so that little amount just brought it up past the minimum fill mark, so that should do for right now. I do have an oil change coming up pretty soon. I've been driving the absolute piss out of this thing, and I think it's just going to be kind of a, what's it called, preemptive thing. Just doing I think probably a 3,000 mile oil change just to keep it fresh for a little bit. I'll probably do a couple of 3,000 mile oil changes because they're pretty cheap. Just till I feel like it's cleaning everything out and all that stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for right now. So I'm going to close her up now.